Okay, let's do it. So
Awesome.
I think we are live. And hello, everyone. It's Friday, 1 p.m. Toronto time. Rachel, where do you live? I don't know still. I thought in US
So,
somewhere.
yeah, I'm from Vancouver, but my partner and I were currently on Vancouver Island. So we're here for like a month and a half. We're working remotely, so we can go anywhere. But I'm originally from Vancouver.
Oh, that's amazing. I don't know why I thought you were American.
Well, actually, my mom is American. So,
Okay, so you're half American.
yeah,
Anyway, thank you so much for accepting my invite. Hi everyone, for whoever is
sure.
watching. I'm here with Rachel Wolski, right?
That's right.
Amazing. She's an amazing person, having a lot of contribution to the success of our community. I really wanted to interview you for a long time,
You're
but
so sweet.
I'm trying to do so many things on a daily basis that, and it's just over like fully booked, and you had to wait for 5 minutes. I'm really sorry about that, but
That's okay.
but
That's
thank
the
you so
beauty
much.
of our business because we're flexible.
Thank you so much. So I'm sure a lot of people, 99% of the people would know you, but maybe the people who are following me don't know who Rachel is. Do you mind telling people who you are and when you started this online business?
Absolutely. Netta, thank you so much again for having me. It is a pleasure to be here with you guys today. And as Netta said, my name is Rachel Wolski. I am from Vancouver originally, and I've been doing this business now for about 3.5 years. So it's been an amazing journey. Before that, I did real estate for about 8.5 years. So I was helping people buy and sell properties, and I loved my clients. I had amazing clients, but the schedule was not really what I was wanting for my life. And I was working a lot of evenings, a lot of weekends, and I just wanted something that, I hadn't traveled in 5 years for the first 5 years that I was building my business. And
Okay.
then I got a taste of traveling, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like you can't travel when you have clients and they need you there to be buying and selling properties. And so I started looking for something else that was flexible and happened to come across this business.
Wow, that's amazing. That's
Thank
amazing.
you.
So I'm glad that I'm getting to know more about you.
Yeah.
And you're doing really amazing in your business. You're very caring. You're taking care of your team. You're taking care of us who are not necessarily under your like coach and leadership, but you're taking care of a lot of people. So
Thank
how is that
you.
feeling? Because I remember I heard you talking in one of the masterminds as you were sharing your journey, that how this business has changed you when you became a coach, and I was really inspired by that because um,
Thank you.
it's a lot of responsibility to be a coach in our community, right? Because social media
Right.
is evolving on a daily basis. What we are leveraging is social media, and becoming a coach comes with a lot of responsibility. I became a coach about 1.5 years ago, and there's over, I think, 400 people that I'm coaching. So it's quite busy. I need to learn all these new platforms that are changing every day. YouTube
They
is
are.
covered.
They
YouTube and
are.
Google wake up. And I'm like, okay, so what we can change today? And Facebook shows up, and okay, so let's change something else in our platform. We as social media
Yeah.
marketers, we need to know that. And some people like you who are in the back end trying to help the rest of the community, we really value. But
Thank you so
how
much.
much this business has changed you in terms of personal development, and then we talk about other good things as well, and also
Yeah.
some bad things.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's ups and downs with everything. I owned my own business before, but it was completely different. I came into the online space with no experience, as most of us do. This business has been so transformational in so many ways. Obviously, we're here, for freedom and flexibility, and the income is amazing. But to be on this journey of like self-discovery and personal development is also something that I didn't really expect. I mean, I feel like I am a completely different person than I was about 3.5 years ago. I am an introvert by nature. I am naturally very shy. This business has, caused us to all experience a lot of growth. I'm sure that you can relate as
Yes.
well.
Yes.
Yes, there's responsibilities, but it's like any business. There's effort. You need to be consistent. You need to be persistent. And we have all of the amazing tools at our fingertips. So we're always learning.
Yes.
I'm sure with you, you're a lifelong learner as well. I love to learn every day. And
Yes.
I've read so much. I've learned so much about myself as a person too, and what I'm capable of. I mean, I think when I first found this business, because I had tried 2 other online businesses before this one, I had done some form of drop shipping, some form of affiliate marketing with Amazon, and I had failed miserably. I just had no results to speak of. And I was pretty discouraged coming into this business because I thought, I feel like I'm a pretty capable person, tried those businesses. I didn't have the support and the training that I needed, and I didn't have the results that I thought I was going to have. So I came into this business. I was thinking, is the online world for me? And I was able to do this and do my training and succeed. And I had such amazing support, coaching, mentorship. It was a completely different experience, but I had my doubts for sure.
Yes.
I was like, is this possible for me? And so just seeing that and having such a different experience than the other 2 businesses, I had so much faith in the system, and I saw people all over the world that were having results, and I was like, I can do this. And it's equipped us with something so incredible, and it's given so many people time and freedom and, time with their families back, and you're helping people. And I feel like it gives you such a sense of purpose too. Yes. Because when I became a coach, my whole entire business shifted and changed. And yes, I was also a little bit nervous to become a coach because it was, again, learning something different. But it has just been so amazing. And it took my business to a whole different level. And I still, even as a coach, I think you're a little bit busier than I am, and I do spend more time on my business for sure. But just having that flexibility to design your day, organize your schedule the way that you want. Like my partner works online as well. So we get to wake up, we have our day together, we start our day, we chime in when we're ready.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think COVID has brought a lot of people in this type of online businesses because they have realized they can work from home and they don't need to commute for 2 hours for a salary that at the end of the month is not even enough. I still work full time and I love my job. I'm not planning to quit my job or anything at all. But the salary, I needed some boost of salary. And the reason for that is just to have something on the side so that, if something happens, because I'm coming from oil and gas background, and in 2008 this crash, and then went to mining, that also got heavily impacted. And now I'm working the construction, and it's amazing. The pay is good as well, but then you have to find your next project, and between this project and the next one you have some months of unemployment, and it's very stressful. If you're on your own and you don't have kids or you don't have a mortgage, it's manageable. But if you have kids and responsibilities and mortgage and all the expenses, I wanted to have something that is not impacted by commodities. And this was not something, to be honest with you, I wasn't necessarily looking for an online business. I was looking just for something that I can do on the side. But then I realized I'm working until 9 p.m., 5 p.m. and then from 5 to 9 with my kids. So I have from 9 to 11 or 9 to 12 at nighttime, right? So this is one of the things people say, you always talk about the good things about this online business. Tell us about the bad things. So one of the, I don't say the bad things, is that you're going to be giving away a lot of things. You're going to have to sacrifice a lot of things. Like for me, going to bed at 9:30 was the latest I would go to bed before. Now it's like 12:30, 1. Some people from New Zealand, it's like, oh, are you up? I think in Toronto it's like 2 o'clock. I'm like, yes, it is. But you know what? It's working. If I spend extra 3 hours a day in my engineering job, I won't get anything. With this business, I'm building a legacy for my children.
I was just going to say.
This is a business that I can leave for my children. They're not going to inherit my engineering degree from me, but they're going to inherit this business. Means every single minute that I'm up and I'm building something and I'm, expanding my business in different countries, they can inherit if they are interested when they're at a legal age. So what is better than that? So if I'm hit by a bus tomorrow, they're not going to be an engineer by degree because they have to go to university themselves, but they can inherit this business from me, right? And a lot of people, asking me, I just got a message here saying, oh, so are you sure this is not a pyramid? Because you guys are always talking about it. And I'm like, absolutely not. Pyramid organizations are illegal. You're going to be criminalized. You're going to be put in prison if you are involved in a pyramid. This is not a pyramid. If you're in Canada, you're going to be given a T4A. If you're in US, you're going to be getting a W-9 or 1099. So pyramid organizations will never declare your taxes to the government of that country, and you never have to pay taxes. And that's why it's illegal. And also in the pyramid organizations, the person at the top of the pyramid always gets some sort of benefits from the person at the bottom of the pyramids. That's not the case for our business model. We're not pyramids. So if you're talking here, is because a lot of us, I'm sure like you, Rachel, and myself, they have been looking for an opportunity like this for months. When I was praying for God for something, I didn't know what that thing is going to look like. I didn't know if that thing is going to be an online business. I didn't think that I would be making campaigns on social media, managing them, and making money from just doing that, right? But I just wanted something. So a lot of us have been praying for months, right? And a lot of us have tried different things. And as you said, it hasn't worked or it hasn't been successful. So you might be one of those people who are also looking, right? So is this for you or not? I think, Rachel, you and I will both say maybe yes, maybe not, right? And how can you find out? Just come and watch the free webinar, right? It's a 90-minute webinar. I watched it the first time. I didn't like it. Did you watch it did you like it the first time you watched it, Rachel?
I did like it, but I watched it a few times. I saw some different people come on, and I was skeptical coming into it. So I needed to just feel like I was doing my due diligence. And, but for me, it seemed different than everything else that I had done. And when you haven't found the solution that you're looking for, and like you said, people have been praying or looking for something for months, and there's so many opportunities out there. There's thousands of opportunities that we see every day, and it's hard to know, what's legitimate, what's not. But I just had a different feeling about this. And I saw that people were always different on the webinar. They were always from different places in the world. And that just gave me a different sense of, I just trusted more that, it was real, because there was always somebody different on there. They were all sharing their stories. It's incredible to think of all the different backgrounds that everyone has. I'm a former real estate agent. You're an engineer. We have doctors. We have lawyers. We have stay-at-home moms. We have tons of nurses. We have people from every single background that you can think of. And just like us, they wanted to just supplement their income and create a better life for their family and the people that they care about. And this business has given them the ability to do that. So
yes, yeah, absolutely. And I always tell people that this is not a get rich quick. It took me around 8-9 months to get to the point that the income became equivalent to my salary. So what I was making as an engineer become exactly equivalent to what I'm making in this business. But it took me 9 months to get there. And, but if you are willing to start, and if this works for you, if this is a good fit, then you're going to get to the point that you're going to surpass your salary. You just have to be patient. You have to stay plugged in. We have weekly meetings twice a week for people who are just starting. Every single Tuesday, we have people who are doing a lot of work in the background. On Wednesday, we have another one. The coaches like myself, like yourself, we do have Zoom meetings. We have coaches, masterminds. We have newbie masterminds. We have so many masterminds. So this is something that you're not going to be left alone, and you're not going to be left with no support. Like the job that you did, you did Amazon and drop shipping, right?
Yes.
That's a lot of work for very little pay.
Oh my gosh, it's even just to think about it right now, it's stressful. And I did other businesses where I had product. I had a room full of product that I had to sell, and I didn't sell a lot of it, so I ended up giving it away to people. But you don't have to do you're never marketing any products online. You're never having to hold any inventory. That's all taken care of for us. And a portion of the business is automated, which is amazing. Yes, it still requires work. And you said, is it for everyone? Well, I always say, it's for the people that really want a change in their life, because I think it comes down to your why. There's people that start this business, they don't even have a Facebook account. But because they have such a strong why and such a strong desire for change, they are willing to create that Facebook account, to do the training, because they want to create something better, right?
Yes.
So yes, it can be for everyone. Is it for every single person? Probably not. It's not going to be the perfect fit for everyone, but it works for a lot of people. So that is a testament to the system and the business.
No, no, absolutely. And we have, I think the oldest person we have in our community is over 74 years old, right?
Hmm.
And the youngest person we have is 17 years old. So
Yes.
if there is a business that works for a 17 years old and a 74 years old and all the people in between. And we have police officers, we have lawyers, teachers, stay-home moms, retirees, a lot of people from different countries, anywhere you can
Accountants.
go. Yeah, accountants, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity. Again, it's hard work. You have to really spend like at least an hour a day, or maybe 5 hours a week, maybe 4 or 5 hours a week on it. It's not something. It's like your store, right? You set up your store. You have to leave the door open, right, every day, or at least a couple of hours in a week, so that you can stay tuned with everything, all the education and the training we will provide you. And it's relatively very easy to set up, compared to all the other businesses. So it's a blessing to get to introduce to this. There isn't a single day that I say to God that I'm so grateful. Yesterday I received some checks. It was more than 8 weeks of my salary. I was like looking at my husband. I'm like, how is that possible? I can't believe that. I just can't believe that. I'm so grateful. I'm
That's
so
so
grateful.
amazing.
So it's like
Yeah.
in one day, you make like 2 months of your salary. Again, it's hard work. I'm not saying it's like I was snapping my finger like this and the money was just coming from the sky. No, but
No,
if you're willing to work hard, you really are gonna have no income cap. And in
that's
your
true.
salary, in your job, or whatever you're doing, there's going to be a limit that you can make, and that's
Yeah.
it. With online businesses, their return on investment is 79%. Mutual funds return on investment is 14%. Real estate is between 7 and 14%. So
Yeah.
that's why all these online businesses are out there for people, because people don't want to work in the corporate world 8 to 5 and make just a little bit of money on a cap salary, right?
That's true. And
Um,
you never know how secure your job really is, to be honest. Like there's people that have been in companies for 25, 30 years, and then there's a restructuring. And then all of a sudden, they're not the valued employee that they thought that they were. So it never hurts to have a plan B, a backup plan that could potentially become your plan A. And
Absolutely.
safety, security, like you said, if you have kids, I don't have kids yet. We don't have a family yet, but we are planning. And that's
Yes.
another reason that I'm building this legacy, because like you said,
Yes.
it's not a get rich quick, but it's a build wealth over time.
Yes.
And I mean, you're helping people in the process, which is an amazing feeling.
Yes. Rachel, one last question. What was the biggest impact this business has had in your life, that you can think of?
Yeah. Yeah, there's been a lot. I would say the flexibility and the time, because you can make all the money in the world, but if you don't have the time to enjoy it and the freedom and the flexibility to, spend time with our families and do the things that we love, then really, what is it worth? Life is short. And I don't want to wait until I'm 65 to retire and then start living my life and start enjoying my life. And so I wanted to have, the lifestyle that we want now and the income, and to have the time and freedom and flexibility. And that is probably what has been the biggest change in my life, because I had, my busiest years in real estate, I had no extra time. I was on call all the time. There's a lot of hats that you wear when you're a real estate agent, and there's wonderful parts, but there's a lot of sacrifice. And so, I had the income, but I didn't have the time. And now this business has given me both. Again, yes, it takes work and effort, but it is so worth it. If you're going to build something for yourself, be your own boss. And I just love the idea that I'm not going to work to pay a brokerage a bunch of, fees. Like I was paying $1,500 in fees per month to have my real estate license.
Yes.
And now, my overhead costs for doing business is so low compared to what I
Yes.
was spending before.
Absolutely.
So there's a lot of things. There's many wonderful things. Obviously, the personal growth is something that I love, and just meeting people all around the world. I mean, we have a massive community. Now, when I travel, I'm going to be able to meet all these amazing people. And I hope that we can meet face to face.
Yes,
That
I
would be
hope
so amazing. I'll come to Toronto. We'll go for coffee.
Yes.
It's going to be
Absolutely.
wonderful.
I would love that. Yeah, come to Toronto, and I would love to see that. And that's the most best part of this business is I have so many people. I've got to know so many people. And I'm originally Persian, but I left the country over 20 years ago. And I was so afraid when I started advertising that there are a lot of Persians are coming to me because they were recognizing my name. and I'm like, oh my goodness, can I relate to them? Can I understand their culture? I do speak the language fluently, even though my sister who's there is making fun of me. She goes like, you speak like a 5-year-old, because the language has evolved so much since I left, but I just kept the same language, right? But all these amazing Persians that I came back to my life, and they bring me back the memories of my childhood, even though it's been years ago, and I'm helping them now to make money the same way that I made money using this system. People who are non-Persians, like you, like my coach was Canadian, and all the founders, everybody, it's who have inspired me through the journeys. And a lot of you guys have supported me, and we keep supporting each other, even though we have no financial connection with each other. It doesn't happen in the corporate world. Believe me, I've been very lucky. I've had good colleagues, but there have been some cases that they really didn't want my best interest, with things that they were saying. So, but in this business, we want the success of everyone, because we're a team. It's a different culture. I had a lot of people who say that they were so lonely and they came to this business and they feel like they're not lonely anymore. What is better than that? How much that friendship costs, right? Millions of dollars, when you have someone who's watching over your shoulder, who's helping you to make money, who's helping you to change your life, to send your kids to better universities, to help you travel. And another thing is, for me, traveling was such a big hassle. I was like, oh my goodness, now we have another $2,000 on our credit card. How many months it's going to take for us to pay that, right?
Yeah.
And now we're like, that's okay. We're making a lot more than that. That's okay. So I'm forever grateful to God. I know this is another bad thing. Everybody is going to call you a scam. The moment you say I work online, they're like, oh, that lady is a scammer. No, we're not scam. We're not scam. And, if it was a scam, we wouldn't be paying 40% taxes to the government.
No, and we wouldn't be putting our brand out there and our families and, telling people about ourselves in this way. Like, we're on lots of different social media platforms. Our community is massive and global. It's the biggest online community out there. I mean, if that doesn't speak to the fact that this is legitimate, I don't know what does.
Yeah, it can be as more legitimate than this, we're using Facebook, which is like a big organization with so many policies and so many blueprints, and we're using Google, which is the same, and we're using all these social media platforms that are giants, right? We're using them, so we have to be doing something legal and legit. Otherwise, we wouldn't be allowed to do that. And the mother platform that we're using has been around for over 45 years, and they wouldn't let them operate if it was an illegitimate or it wasn't legit, right? So don't worry about that if that's your concern. It wasn't my concern, but because I keep getting this message on the chat roll. Are you sure it's legit? Yes, absolutely. So anyway, thank you so much, Rachel. You're such a nice person.
Oh, thank you, Nada.
So much. I'm so grateful that you gave me and you were so patient today with everything, change of time, change of everything. I'm really grateful for that.
Thank you so much. You are so lovely. And again, I am so blessed to have met you through this business. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. And thanks, everyone. Thank you so much. And have a beautiful weekend, Rachel. And
thank you so much, you too. Happy Friday.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.